Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dream Better English with me, James O'Reilly. I'm here to bring you some articles from around the world to help you guys improve on your listening English and also vocabulary and grammar. Let's jump into our first article, which comes from the International Mail in Paris, and it's in relation to the conflict going on between Armenia and Azerbaijan. The French president wants some explanations from Turkey because, according to the French president, 300 jihadist fighters left Syria to reach the separatist Azerbaijani territory passing through Turkey. This territory is Nagorno-Karabakh. The French president, Emmanuel Macron, denounced interference of the jihadist groups in the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict or fight, and he's going to call his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan to demand explanations, he announced on Thursday night, October 2nd. So at a press conference after the day of the EU summit in Brussels, Macron reiterated or repeated that 300 Syrian fighters had reached Azerbaijani territory while passing through Turkey. He asked for NATO to stand up to the actions of Ankara, a member of the NATO alliance. NATO means the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. I'll talk to you a bit about this later. Okay, so earlier today, the Elysee tenant, which means the person living in the Elysee, so that's obviously Emmanuel Macron, sought to increase pressure on Ankara by claiming that these fighters had crossed Turkish territory to fight in Nagorno-Karabakh on behalf or for Azerbaijan. This was reported by the Financial Times, but Baku has denied that irregular forces are helping its troops or army troops. CNN said it had spoken via WhatsApp to a Syrian national recruited from northern Syria to travel to Azerbaijan. This mercenary or soldier who gets paid money, originally from Damascus, claims to belong to a faction of the rebel Syrian National Army supported by Turkey. And he says, quote, "They told us they would give us $1,500 a month. Our contracts are for 3 months," he told the American channel, which specifies that he also specifies that he did not know who was financing or paying for the operation. The Turkish Foreign Ministry said that these were baseless allegations. Moscow reported on Wednesday information similar to that of Emmanuel Macron. So, fighting between the Armenians and the Azerbaijanis escalated in Nagorno-Karabakh region on Thursday the 5th with clashes despite calls for a ceasefire from France, Russia and the United States, also known as the Minsk Group. In Turkey, the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan repeated in front of the Turkish parliament that Armenia should withdraw from the region, and that was reported by Hürriyet newspaper. And he shot down the idea from United States, Russia and France, and he said that it was unacceptable that they are involved in a search for a ceasefire in a region that they have been negligent to be involved in before. So there you go. That is our first article, and I want to talk to you about some of the grammar and vocabulary that we met or came across in the article. The first one being via or via, which means to pass through. So these fighters went to Azerbaijan via Turkey. So that means they went from Syria into Turkey and then to Azerbaijan. They went through Turkey. Emmanuel Macron claimed that a line had been crossed, and this is an idiom to mean that something their behavior was not acceptable. Okay, they crossed the line. He also asked NATO to stand up to another NATO member, Turkey. And to stand up means to confront or to defend yourself against somebody's actions. To stand up to somebody. NATO, as I mentioned, means North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And it stands for, this is how we say these separate letters mean. So N stands for North, A stands for Atlantic, T stands for treaty, and O stands for organization. And generally in English, when we meet letters, we, for example, UK, USA, UN, in general in English, what we will do is we will say the letters. However, in this case, we say it like a word, NATO. We don't say NATO. But this is an exception. The Elysee tenant. The Elysee is the presidential house, like in the United States, you have the White House. Well, in France, you have the Elysee, and the tenant of this of the Elysee is Emmanuel Macron. The tenant means the person living in a place. Generally, a tenant pays rent, and a landlord or landlady receives the money. That's the person who owns it. So I suppose the landlords or the landladies of the Elysee would be the French Republic, the people. Turkey said that the allegations, or they said against Turkey, were baseless, which means there was no proof. Oh, you're just saying these things, but you don't have proof. Your accusations are baseless. The Minsk group, comprising of France, the United States, and I can't remember who else, called for a ceasefire. A ceasefire means stop fighting. Finally, we have these last two, which is asking Turkey or these Syrian fighters to withdraw. Withdraw means to leave. It can also mean to take out. So when you go and you're out enjoying yourself on the town and you go to a cash machine to withdraw money, you take out money. And finally, the idiom to shoot down, which is to deny accusation. So to shoot, if you say something, I shoot down your accusations, I deny them. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did enjoy it, please do subscribe. If you're listening on podcast, I also will put this on YouTube, so you can subscribe there, and I'll put the vocabulary in the description. Thanks very much. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.